Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will get us started with the opening kickoff. Offense set on first down. Looking to throw, it's Hendricks. Firing to the right, complete. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, getting that rhythm. Find that timing with your wide receivers so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Give to the running back. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a first down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, the short passing game is a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react to the plays. So this can certainly open things up later.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Going up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Nittany Lions will snap it on first and 10. Leaves it with the running back. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. And guys, this is a great time to take a shot if you want on second and short. And the Nittany Lions get enough to move the chains.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Wide receiver shows motion. Leaves it with the back. And a good solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's second and 1. Now on the move. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down. They've moved to the 16. It's first and 10. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Got him looking run. He wants to throw. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
When you have scrambling quarterbacks, you got to have a spot. You got to have somebody in the middle of the field. Everybody's playing coverage, but that guy's job is to focus on the quarterback and make sure he doesn't scramble and make big plays like this with his feet.
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
They This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right here. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Defense has him pinned back, and listen to this crowd roar. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. And to get rid of it quickly. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He wants to throw here on second down. Fires and picked off. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. The offense starts with a short field. The run to the left. Smashes through.
Oh, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Hendricks. It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! What a catch and run for 6. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. The offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into the run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
And the Sooners will keep this drive going. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Starting to feel a little pressure. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And you see those calls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. They don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. And sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Let's go. They'll give it to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Sooners will hustle to the line. They'll go right back to the run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. Get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On 4th down, trying to find his man. And that pass intercepted. They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. At the 40, there he goes. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attack the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and attack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Hendricks. Oh, he makes the catch. Tackled immediately after the catch.
You know, and that's why this guy can play first, second, and third down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. Little too much juice on that one from the junior.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Touchdown, Penn State! What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And now the offense will come onto the field again.
Get set, go!
Running back searching for a hole. And the ball's on the ground. Oh, look what I found. I'd say that's a stroke of good fortune. The offense keeps it. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
But one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Caught near the sticks. It's Ingram. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Really nice job threading the needle on that pass. They've had a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Extending the play. And it's caught inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I love when you back the defense off of you. If you want to get aggressive, I'll take shots down the field, make the defense play more conservative, and now what? Now you're in the red zone with a chance to get some points.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far. It's starting to get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll wrap him up, and he didn't find the same kind of running room this time as he did on the previous play. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. from the gun. The running back tries to hit the hole. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. First and goal. The give to the fullback. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And the Sooners come to the line in the hurry-up. Barrels ahead. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing and probably didn't like it on the last play. They'll have another chance on 3rd and goal from the 1. You don't tip the scales at 3 bills. Stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. He'll keep it on the sneak. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They're thinking touchdown here on 4th and goal. The kicker stays on the sideline. Pushes ahead. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
They go to the ground. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
3:25.
The give to the back. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
On the double.
3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Wants to throw. It's Hendricks. He's right on target. Tackle is made after the 1st down. The Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to go up top on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down mark.
This offense has become a 1st down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're trying to get to him. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. Now the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Fields the punt and looking for Bailey. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Wants to throw on first down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. That's a fumble. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays, and when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering? A great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
Good timing on the quick out. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. He caught it. Takes it all the way down to the 4 after making the grab, and they're set up. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half.
29 Philly. Ready.
Looking for a man. It's Hendricks. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Defenses at some point are going to have to figure out how to slow this guy down because he already has 3 receiving touchdowns. We're only 4 games into the season. Nobody has an answer for this guy.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone.
Okay, ready.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. He'll come out throwing on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this? Because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. Comes out throwing on first down. That's caught. It's Ingram. He's brought down. Solid pickup, a little bit short of the first down. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Motion from the offense. Looking to throw it again. Quick strike complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. From the red zone, looking for a man. Makes the grab outside. It's Ingram. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to throw on second down. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Takes it from the gun on third down. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Inside the 50. The 30. He's at the 20. Past the 10. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Penn State! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Kennesaw State is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to the Sharks. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
Looking for a crease to the left. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Sooners headed quickly to the line. On second down, wants to throw. Quick completion on the out route. The ball pops out. Oh, looks as if the defense got it.
His wide receivers are so fast nowadays. They're such big playmakers. I just want to get it to them and let them make it happen. But a lot of times, we're running to them, too. We're focused on chasing him down and funneling the football in the right direction. Defense swarmed, did a good job getting their hand on the football, causing the fumble from the wide receiver.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. He has the first and still on his feet. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Looking for a man. It's Hendricks. Throws to the wideout. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football.
The ball's free. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance he was holding on to that ball.
Got some room, entered to the goal line. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And great job getting in the backfield, making it very difficult to him to make reads and understand what the heck's going on. Bottling him up, that's the biggest thing. When you play a running quarterback, you want to bottle him up. You want to set those edges really, really firm and make him turn back inside where all the big boys are coming. You don't let that...
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the pummeling has started. That's his 3rd touchdown pass of the day. The defense has no clue how to respond right now.
No, and the defense has had absolutely no answer. He's been on the money, he's been on fire, making the right decisions and just carving this defense up.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. As it turns out, the fumble on that last drive set up the touchdown, David.
And there's no bigger stat in football than turnovers. You turn the football over, they turn it into points. Jesse, that is not a recipe for success.
Good news, though, they get another chance, right? They can make amends with this drive right here. That's all that's important. You've got to execute, you've got to lock in.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. The give to the back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. They'll try the run. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Trying play action. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. It's caught. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. And the Sooners racing to the line in the hurry-up. To the ground with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
Yeah, this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Movement here from the tight end. On second down, he'll let it fly. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
Well, this offense has not put their best product on the field today. They've got no points to show for any of their efforts so far, but they've still got a chance. But if it's going to happen, it has to happen now in this 2-minute situation. This is where their playmakers need to step up.
Takes the handoff. It's Gomez. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the fourth quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
The Sooners have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. They've been to the red zone 3 times. Will the 4th time finally be the charm to get some points? Quick pass on the fly motion. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way that coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
He's got the 2-point conversion, but that deficit is still huge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He just never got started going forward. A huge loss of 8 on the play. Here comes the offense on 2nd down.
Easy.
Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. And he breaks into the open. He's at the 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! And the route is on. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they're cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get concerned, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
To kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And what is this? They're setting up to punt on 1st down. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David.
Yeah, this crowd's been jacked.
Turns it on down the left side. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. 1st down here for the offense.
Easy.
They'll leave it with him. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
3:25.
They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the air, it's Hendricks. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle? Underneath toast the coverage, got it deep downfield. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And the beatdown has ensued. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Just one of those mistakes that can't happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on first down. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. To the air on first down. Complete. Stop just inside the 25. We'll mark it at the 24. Pickup of 10 and a first down. The Sooners are in the hurry-up. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
He wants to pass it on second down. And he takes it in the end zone for a touchdown. A little window dressing here at the end of the game.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
They'll line up to go for 2. He wants to throw it. Makes the catch in the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good, so I guess at least they've got that going for them. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out. Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half-minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. They're on it. They recover the onside kick, and they get it right back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And after this play, the cake will be baked. They'll throw it on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Penn State! And the punishment has been extended. They've built a little cushion and now closer to getting a victory here in Week 4. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using